Hello, Hollywire. Thank you for watching. I'm Devin Druid, and it's been fun.
Hollywire, what is up? We got Devin Druid here in the studio.
And Tony.
And Tony. What's up, man?
Just hanging out, man.
Okay, so let's play a couple games that relate to the show.
All right, let's do it.
This is high school superlatives. So of any of the members of the cast, who is most likely you think could be president of the United States?
I feel like Justin Prentice.
Justin?
Yeah, I think he's so empathetic to people, you know, and he understands things on a realistic view. I think he'd be a good guy.
Who's the biggest flirt?
I don't think there's a big flirt. I don't know.
All right,
I don't know.
That person won't fulfill the yearbook superlative.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Best dress.
Best dress. That's probably gotta be Miles.
Miles
Heiser, yeah.
Class clown.
Class clown. That's probably Ross.
What has Ross done that's like classic?
It's pretty funny.
Clown worthy.
Just like classic. Ross does this thing. He doesn't even mean to do it, but we have this running tradition from every season that he always falls asleep on set, and so we just have this big collage of. It's got to be dozens and dozens of photos of sleeping Ross now.
Oh, that's awesome. Is there an Instagram for this that we can check that out?
There should be.
There should be. And are you still a gamer?
Oh yeah.
And is this true that your mom said if you get this part, what was
It was Overwatch.
The deal that your mom said?
Yeah. So, So my family, we used to live pretty like tightly. We were pretty strapped for cash, and it was always this thing where it's like, oh well, like if I get this project, like could we do this thing? And I was like, all right, well if I were to get the call like that I booked this show, like could I get the game? She was like, yeah. Whatever, like if you book the TV show, you can buy a video game, like of course, like. But that night, it was the night Overwatch was releasing. I got the call from my manager, and they were like, "Yeah, you can get the job." And I was like, "Awesome!" And so then I called my mom, and I was like, "Mom," and she was like, "What?" And I was like, "I got good news. I booked the show." She was like, "What? Oh my god!" I was like, "Yeah. Can I get the game?" She was like, "Yeah."
See, when you put the stakes, you make the stakes high. This guy right here,
which we do in season 3. Good segue. I got you. I listen to a lot of podcasts.
So much.
You're welcome.
Oh, the stakes are insane.
Yeah.
Season 2, you had the craziest scene at the end. I mean, what's your response to that scene that you had?
I just think it's important. We've been a show that's, from the beginning, we've been a TV show that was started because people cared about it. And they connected to it so much that they were like, we need to bring this to a wider audience, because if it affected us this deeply and could, bring this type of awareness to us, then if we bring that to a wider audience, imagine the good that it could do for people. It was something I wish I had when I was younger.
Have you ever faced bullying? Tell me, how did you overcome that, or how did you deal with that?
Like I said, I didn't have this show when I was a kid. I think as I've grown up, I've kind of learned, at least for myself, that something that's really important to me is identity. And not even like identity with yourself, like who am I, but it's also like what are the things that I'm dealing with. Because if you're struggling with something and you're overwhelmed by it and you don't even know what it is, then how can you possibly hope to combat it or to heal from it? So I feel like as a kid, if I were to see something like this show where I can see other people struggling with things that I've struggled with, I think that would have kind of given me some validation. And I didn't have that when I was younger. But what I did have music, which was really cool. I had a band of people from New Jersey who made some amazing albums and then broke up before I ever got the chance to see them live. Rest in peace.
God, I do love My Chemical Romance.
Me too, man.
Yes.
I miss those guys.
I feel like 21 Pilots took their
spot in the holy emo trinity. Yeah.
Right.
So no, it was back in my day. It was My Chem and Fall Out Boy and Panic. Panic's still doing stuff.
Stuff.
Brendan Urie followed me and I freaked out.
What?
Yeah, I'm too nervous to say anything to him on Twitter.
Can you DM him
I could,
Instagram?
but I'm like, I don't want to.
No.
I don't want him to hate me.
He would never hate you. So he's obviously a supporter of the show.
I mean, I don't know that. I don't know that at all. I just like his tweets sometimes. Maybe he just thinks I'm cool.
You are cooler than I thought you'd be in the show.
Oh, really?
I see the show and now I get to meet you in real life, and you are. You're like this. You definitely have like the emotional vibes, you got all that cool stuff. I feel like you could play a lot of really cool roles because of that.
I hope so.
You were saying how you have a movie, but is it coming out for a little while or it's coming out?
There's a couple projects in the works. I just recently wrapped a film called The Pale Door, and we shot in Oklahoma. It's a Western, so it takes place in a cool time. I got to be a little cowboy and tango with some witches.
Here we're gonna play another game, guilty or not guilty.
Okay.
We want to ask you if you are guilty or not guilty of these things.
If Devin is guilty or not guilty or something.
Yeah, this is with Devin here. Okay, guilty or not guilty of sneaking into a movie? No. Really?
Yeah.
True actor. You gotta pay for the movie. Support.
Not even that. I just didn't go to the movies a lot as a kid, and now I like the movie experience.
Oh, here we go. Falling asleep on set.
Yeah.
That's happening a lot, obviously.
Many times. I think, no.
Okay, guilty or not guilty of breaking character during a really intense scene on 13 Reasons Why?
I don't think not a really intense scene. I think I broke character during other scenes, but nothing super intense.
Nothing super intense?
No.
Guilty or not guilty of having ripped jeans?
Like owning a pair of pre-ripped jeans?
Ooh.
Or ripping a pair of jeans previously?
Ripping a pair of jeans.
Oh, yeah.
You have ripped your jeans to
Yeah.
make them look cool?
No, not to look cool. It can't all be you, Tony, Mr. Nice Kneecaps.
Guys, I've been ripping his left kneecap for the past couple weeks. Well, man, you're awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out with us here in the studio.
Yeah, of course.
High five.
Thanks,
dude,
man.
we can't wait to see season 3.
Yeah,
oh
me
my
neither.
God.
I'm excited.
Yes. Bye.